Welcome everyone to Ask Nutritionist Deepa. And today the question that I will be answering on today's Facebook Live of Ask Nutritionist Deepa is how to cook dal. And to answer that question, I'm going to have a dal showdown with my friend Elyse Hull. Elyse is a podcast host of Be Feed Me and a phenomenal chef. And in my opinion, she's the best on the planet when it comes to making sourdough bread. So Elyse, welcome back to Ask Nutritionist Deepa.
Oh, Deepa, it's so good to be back with you. We just had a phenomenal episode on our season 3 premiere where we talked about eating dirt, and I really got a lot of positive feedback. It was so much fun. We can't wait to have you back on.
No problem, anytime. So Elyse and I decided to talk about or do this showdown on dal is because both of us obviously love dal. Dal basically is a lentil stew which is flavored and seasoned with Indian spices. And like I mentioned, there are dal means lentils, really a lentil stew. So there are a variety of dals available in or used all over the globe. The the health benefits of using dal is it is a superfood. It is packed with protein and minerals and antioxidants, and it just has nice flavor and contains no sodium or fat whatsoever. So it is a perfect food if you are trying to transition to plant-based or just want to increase your intake of plant-based protein. And me and Elyse, we were talking about, what kind to use. And I said, hey, let's not tell our recipes to each other. Let's just do it live. So here we are. So Elyse, you go first. What kind of dal you are going to make for us today?
Okay, I've already prepared my dal, and I've made a lemon lentil dal, and it's a tribute to Kripalu Wellness Center. I can't wait for them to open back up. My mentor, Zach Kripalu, really showed me a lot of different ways that you could make dal, and it's really fun. You could play around with either making it very spicy or even play with a little bit of sweetness, and you have options to not even use oil when you cook it. So you could just basically throw everything in the pot and let it come together.
That's really as simple it is. My dal I'm going to do today it's called dal masala because I am going to use these yellow lentils. If you guys can see it, all right here. So these are yellow lentils, and I have already cooked these yellow lentils with some onion and tomatoes. So because when you cook dal with onion and lentils or even garlic or sometimes even spices in it, it just adds extra flavor and gives that dal a little bit of creaminess and body, I feel. So I cooked the yellow lentils, water, onion and tomatoes literally for like 10 minutes, and this is all ready. And I'm going to start cooking mine. I'm just going to start the process with mine, and then I'm going to have Elyse talk about her ingredients. So for my dal, the masala that I have put together basically is, let's see here, dry coconut. I have some cumin. I have some coriander seeds right here. I have some cayenne pepper and of course some turmeric right here. Oh, you know what? I'm going to remove this and show you guys this. Okay, this is probably better. Like I said, coriander seeds, cumin, turmeric, cayenne pepper, coconut, and then I'm going to crack some mustard seeds in this hot pot here. The trick to make this particular dal is you need to have some sort of an oil seed in it. So in this case, I'm going to use some coconut and maybe a teaspoon of sesame seeds. Okay. So what I have done is coconut, yeah, exactly. So anytime you're doing oil-free cooking, you want to ride on the properties of the real nuts instead of the extracted oil from nuts. So instead of using sesame seed oil or sunflower seed oil, any of those things, I just blended in my little coffee grinder, my spice grinder, basically these spices that I showed you. And now I have this powder, the masala, which is all ready. That's what I'm going to put it in my dal. And I make this once a week, so it's all fresh. And then I use it for different dishes. But this particular one is tribute to Elyse, because for this dal showdown. And I just made it this morning.
All of your competitiveness for this showdown. But Deepa, I have to know, what is that spice dish that you have with all of your spices? That is beautiful. Does that have a name? I love that.
Oh, this is a very traditional. We call it spice dabba, or a spice container, and it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 containers in it, and each one contains the most commonly used spices in the kitchen every day.
So you make that accustomed to you for your spices, yeah.
That's right. I mean, I switched. If I have to switch, I have like two of these. One is more for like a sweeter spices like cardamom and cloves and cinnamon, and there's a small little container of saffron and fennel seeds and so on and so forth. So I have one for that, and this is my everyday, which is being used and abused like anything, but it is so handy. And I just love it. So if by the way, if we ever meet, I will give you one, because pretty much everybody that I meet, they always get a spice container from me. So that's another reason for you to visit me.
Oh my goodness. So many wonderful reasons in Chicago.
Right now it's nice and hot. Before we get to Elyse's recipe, I'm going to start cracking the mustard. Now this is a very non-traditional way of doing it, but I am cracking the mustard seeds. Well, I wonder what's going on with my food cam. That's okay. Yeah, so I'm going to crack the mustard here. As you can see, not usually, almost all the time, this mustard is cracked with oil in it. But guys, again, we are trying to stay away from any added oil. So we are just going to crack this mustard without any oil in it, and then once it cracks, I'm going to add my onions and tomatoes. Now remember, we also cook our dal with onions and tomatoes in it. Now usually, when we add vegetables to the oil, you are basically getting the oil, fumes of oil right in your face. But here we are getting lot of nice flavor. I mean, I can already feel it. See that the onions are getting slightly brown and caramelized, and the tomatoes are getting cooked as well. Going to add some more. And this is going to get cooked for a few minutes. And another trick I'm going to show you that is going to help you cook without oil is sprinkling your vegetables in the pan with vegetable broth. Okay, that's going to add the little bit of moisture that your vegetables may need, or it's going to also add some flavor. So as you can see, it's sizzling. It is sizzling, but these are not fumes of oil. They are not going to make my ceiling go black here. And so this is how the onions and tomatoes are going to get cooked with just a little bit of vegetable broth in between. and they are getting nicely caramelized. This is one of the most easy to do and healthy cooking method that I have basically practiced or found over the years of cooking without masala.
What kind of heat do you have your vegetables on right now?
What kind of heat you said?
Yeah, like how high is your heat? Is it
So when I started, that's a very good question. When I started to crack those mustard seeds, the pot was very hot, because you want the mustard seeds not to get burned while the pot is getting hot. So the pot has to be hot, super hot, when you crack the mustard seeds. So in the beginning it was very hot, and now it is medium high as these vegetables start to cook.
very nice? Just keep sweating
And then
getting all the natural oils and stuff. You know what I mean? You're not.
That's right.
It's having a nice point where everything can slowly come together. I really appreciate that we both have a love for the slow food movement. You know what I mean? Like slow and low is the way to go.
Correct. Because remember, the more heat or the more you expose your oily food to heat, the worse it's going to be for our heart and our arteries. So you do want to make sure that you are not cooking your food at super high temperatures. Anyway, so this is going to cook now on low heat, slightly lower heat. So I'm going to lower the heat here. Okay, Elyse, your turn. Go ahead and tell us what did you make for us?
So I've already made my lentil dal with the power of the internet. Not really. I started with a tablespoon and a half of avocado oil. I really have become addicted to it. Another chef friend of mine has been really loving it in their food, and it's really because of the omega fats that are present in it, and especially when making a vegetarian dish, we are missing fats. So I like adding it in there. Then I have a small onion that I put in with some minced garlic and minced ginger. And then I love adding more vegetables to my dal. So I have carrots and I have celery and like anything that needed to get out of my fridge, like maybe a pepper or two that was gonna go bad. Dals and soups and all different kinds of stews are great mosh posh meals where you can just combine everything together and it's like a party in your mouth. Before I put the vegetables in, while it was still just the onions, I bloomed my spices. So I added my cumin, coriander, paprika, turmeric, and a little bit of curry. And then the vegetables went in so they could soften, then the tomatoes. And then I love using red lentils because they cook faster than all the other lentils. So it's a great cheat for me to just throw it in and not worry about it. So if this is your first time doing a dal, yellow and green are absolutely delicious. I love doing all kinds of things with them, but if you're in a pinch and you need this in 30 minutes or less, red lentils are your best friend.
That's right. Awesome. So can we see what you made?
Yes, back here.
All right. Bring it.
I will bring it.
Okay, hold on. Or put it back there, and hopefully your food cam will pick that up.
Sorry guys, my food cam, it may not be working. I can see
That's
it.
all right. Let's see.
I'll bring it to you guys, so just to make life easiest. So here I have, it's a little hot.
No problem.
Okay. I'm like a red color thing. I also put.
It's really nice and creamy, isn't it?
Yeah. I love texture in my food as well, so you can see the carrots, you can see the celery.
Yes.
And it's good. You can have it by itself. I'll usually throw it in a to-go cup, and I'll have it for lunch later in the day. It's really delicious. I love it. I love adding lemon to everything, especially in the spring and summertime. It's one of my favorite add-ons, and cilantro really helps tie everything together. It's really a great bright dish to make in the summer. And again, since red lentils cook so quickly, you don't have things on in the kitchen very long. So it's nice.
No, not at all. Yeah, both yellow lentil and red lentil, they cook so quickly, and they don't require even an instant pot or anything fancy to cook. So for me, the onions and tomatoes have caramelized and cooked really well. The food can pick this up.
I don't know. I'm sorry, friends.
All right. So it's right here.
We'll get better at this now. Sorry, guys.
That's okay. We will figure it out later on. By the way, guys, if you need the recipe, please send me an email at deepa@nutritionistdeepa.com or request it on Facebook and we will get to you. Anyway, so now it's time to add the masala that I made. Again, the masala was made with coconut, coriander seeds, cumin seeds, sesame seeds, little bit of cayenne, and actually I forgot to mention another chili powder. It's called Kashmiri chili, and this particular chili powder adds nice bright color, but not as much heat. I'm going to show you.
Oh, I'm so excited to see.
Correct. So this is the Kashmiri chili. It's pretty bright red, but it's not very hot at all. And we use it to add that bright color to it. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric, even though I have added turmeric in my masala as well. And now I'm just adding these tiny spoons here in my masala bottle. Like, oh gosh, I don't know. 4 teaspoons? Like, I don't know. Just wing it based on your flavor because this is so flavorful. And I'm just going to mix this together. Just add teeny couple of drops of vegetable broth just to get things together. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. The sesame seeds, the coconut, the coriander seeds, cumin, cayenne. I mean, you cannot go wrong with that combination. And all of that without any oil. And to that, I'm going to add my cooked yellow dal, which was cooked with onions and tomatoes in it.
Nice. So everything together.
Yeah, and now it's just matter of mixing it together.
Oh, it's so
You
good.
can, yeah, you can season it with, of course, with little bit of salt if you want. But there was plenty of salt I felt in the vegetable broth, so I may not add any.
It's good that you of your broth because it was starting to see what was already in there. It's something they were adding to it. I know that yet. So I love that you had salt continuously in the dish. You noticed where it was coming from each place. You got your oils from the nuts. You got some sweetness from the coconut, more fat from the coconut. You got the salts from your sodium in the stock just by continuously adding that in. What's also great about when you buy stock from the grocery store, it's super concentrated, so you get a lot of flavor. And I really love that you were very mindful with like a couple, maybe a fourth of a cup in total, would you say? Yeah.
Yes.
Like slowly just to help the cooking process and keep adding in.
That's right. That's really the trick. And believe it or not, this dal is done. I mean, it looks so delicious. And as you can see, there was no oil used in it at all. And people always, when I tell them you can cook Indian food without any oil, the first question is, oh my God, how should I make the tadka? And I showed you how the tadka is the one where you crack the mustard and cumin, and I showed you the secret here. Really, there is no secret. You warm up the pot very hot, add the mustard and cumin, make sure they don't fly on your face, and that's it. That's how you make it. And then everything else, like we said. And I'm just going to top that with little bit of cilantro. It is very important to add cilantro at the end, because herbs you add towards the end of your cooking, spices you add during the cooking, in case of cilantro is so high in iron and vitamin C, so on and so forth. So you really don't want to kill all those vitamins, those fresh vitamins and minerals and nutrients, I should say, because of cooking. And that's pretty much it. Two dals are done, and it's been what? Only 20 minutes. I think we are the super chef for dal cooking.
Absolutely.
And
I love it. Oh my God, it's so pretty. You know what always I forget about cilantro? That coriander and cilantro are the same spice.
that is right. That is right. So, so that's pretty much it. You can have it with quinoa. You can have it with brown rice. You can have it with some potato. There was a restaurant I went few years ago, and they had like a chili baked potato. They had potato with dal on top, and since then I learned that hey, who said that you have to eat dal only with naan and rice? You can have it as a topper on a potato. So it was super exciting. Dal is
My husband and I made a vegan pizza and we used dal as the sauce and we put some peppers on it and some greens. It's like
ah,
delicious pizza.
I mean, to tell you the truth, Alice, if your sourdough bread, a piece of nice sourdough bread and this dal, oh my God, would go so well.
It's our dinner tonight too. We're having broccoli raw, this dal, and I have some sourdough that I made that I'll probably make little paninis with or something. I don't know yet. Something fun.
Yeah. Something, oh, trust me, something will come together. Like I said, this dal looks absolutely stunning. Looks beautiful. Elise's dal was looking nice and creamy and flavorful with celery and carrots and the creaminess of the red dal. So it's all good. So guys, if you have half an hour today, and if you have any kind of dal sitting in your pantry, no matter how old it is, just wash it and bring it to life. It's very easy. And send us your questions, comments. Make sure you download the recipe. The recipe PDF has both recipes on it. And as usual, we thank you all for joining. We thank you for sending us the questions and comments. And you all have a good day. And Elyse, you have a great day as well. And thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you, Deepa. It was so good to be back. I can't wait to do another episode or something with you. I look forward to our collabs in the future. More veggies.
That's right. See you soon.